As always, just before I go entirely live and you can see my face, I'll start talking until someone in the chat tells me that you can hear me. And then we'll make a move. It's 20 to 9. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go? Can you hear me? We shall see. There we go. We can hear me. We can hear me. We can hear me. I can hear myself. Tunes are gone. Yeah, I know. Tunes are gone. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. There we go. We've got a build bit background and all that. Here we go. Smashing. I will transfer across. I may have forgotten to open the PowerPoint. Whoops. Back on the sound check. Thank you, Michael. Welcome in. Just in time, I believe, my good friend. So, give me a second. Of all the things I forgot to do, imagine I forgot to open the keynote. Right. Here we are. So, welcome, folks. Welcome. I'm just going to give it a minute. I'm going to keep looking this way until I see my screen change and I can see myself in the bottom corner. However, give me a second. I hope you are all well. I hope you are all ready. The quiz is going to be interesting. There's some interesting answers in here. Here we go. I can see myself. Happy. Nice. Good. Hour. You're damn right it's amateur hour. It's not a Ryan Gleason stream unless it's amateur hour. So, I just wanted to say thank you to anyone who's here that hasn't been here before. I've been doing these streams for, I think this is the fifth week now, getting people by during quarantine and just giving us something fun to do on a Friday night. So, is everyone well? First of all, is everyone well? I hope you're doing well physically, mentally, everything else that's going on in the world. Right now, we've got an hour to sit as hockey fans, do a little quiz, time and drink some beers. So, I guess we'll move into the categories. So today there's 40 questions and not 35. I've gone for 40. Questions 1 to 5 being player photos, 6 to 10 being EIHL knowledge, 11 to 15 NHL players, 16 to 20 stats, records or facts, 21 to 25 are going to be uniforms and logos, 26 to 30 are going to be the arenas, 31 to 35 are some anagrams, so those of you that enjoy my spelling mistakes are going to have some fun with that one. And then obviously 36 to 40 are going to be general hockey themed questions, essentially the general knowledge section. Spelling errors counts as extra points. Spelling does not count as extra points because there's some interesting answers in here, so at least the graphic has the best 3 players in the league. Right, so we'll move in. I'll get everyone ready. Is everyone ready before we move in? Is everyone ready? I will start the first question in a second. Everyone's now tweeting me and stuff. Nice, great, lovely, love it. Is everyone ready? Are we ready? I'm waiting for the yeses in chat. We're ready, and then I'll get on to the first question. Yes, nice, we're all ready. So, question 1, we're all ready, let's go. Which star is this? As you all know, I'd like to start with a question that is a child photo from a famous person of yesteryear. Who's this one? Who is this? I'm going to get my little timer out because obviously last week we ran over and that's not a thing. I don't want to be running over because we've already put extra questions in. Let's turn auto lock off my phone. Here we go. Let's do this, folks. We're going to have around a minute per question. We'll have a little bit more on this one just because I started the timer a bit late. But yeah, which famous hockey star is this? This is possibly the easiest question on the entire quiz. So have fun with that. There's some questions in here that I think are going to give people a bit of pain. There's some questions in here I think are going to be the easiest thing. What I tried to do is keep it mixed for everybody involved, whether you're a new hockey fan, an old hockey fan, whether you are someone that follows other leagues, whether you're someone that just follows the Elite League. I've tried to mix both easy and hard questions within just to kind of keep it a bit of fun. And those of you that are new, I'm not taking any counting your points. I'm not going to be giving you any prizes. It's just on you really just to have a bit of fun and see how you do. So have fun with it. You've probably definitely says Dutton, right? It looks like Gareth Dutton, I heard. We're moving to question 2. Question 2. This suit worn at the 2015 NHL Awards was incredibly bright, but who wore it? Which NHL player is wearing a suit like that to the 2015 NHL Awards? How are we all doing? Is everyone okay? Has everyone had a good week? As well, as good as we can have a week? Is anyone doing anything different, anything special? Are you raising money for any causes? What are you all getting up to? What's happening? What's happening in the world of hockey fans, really? How are we all getting on? Wow, Lewis. Wow. Don't have it, Gareth. Do him. So just quickly, this suit was worn at the 2015 NHL Awards. Who wore it? Who wore this suit? Michael's been buying jerseys. Nice. We'll move on to question 3. A player on the Washington Capitals has become well known for doing this celebration after scoring, but who is it? Can you name this NHL player who does this specific celebrating goals? And no, before you wonder about the picture, he doesn't have a really elongated head. I thought I'd cover the number from his signature just in case that gave it away, in case any of you didn't know who this was. Normally this time of year, we're stressing you and Pete out with shirt orders. This is very true. You are normally stressing me and Pete out with shirt orders, but you know, we're still stressed and we're still doing work, just not that work this time around. So, G, have you seen the picture of Ethan with the All-Stars ref jersey? How awesome. I love it. Ethan had no idea that we were sending it. Well, he did. He was surprised, but he didn't know that's what he was getting, and I like that he looks all happy in the photo that we've been sent. What a guy. I love it. Question number 4. This is Nikolai Lemchikov. He played for the Sheffield Steelers this year, but what number did he wear? There's reasons I've put this in the quiz. Reasons. So again, this is Nikolai Lemchikov. He played for the Sheffield Steelers this year. What number did he wear? I like that you all realise why I've done it. I couldn't not throw a little bit of shade. Couldn't not. But also, what a error. And I get it, he probably just pressed the wrong number, but it's funny, innit? Because it's funny to rip on Sheffield on Twitter, I guess. Scott can't remember because of Sims. After the time he spent in my penalty box, I should know that one. Yeah, but Carl, did you look at his number correctly? And then question number 5. We'll move on to question number 5. Clangus is the best mascot in the league. Fact, and I will fight anyone that tells me different. But he's very good friends with his sponsors. Who are his sponsors? Is there any question on the best player in the NHL presently, Tom Wilson? Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I mean, you probably want to click away if you think he's the best NHL player currently, because you're wrong and this quiz isn't for you. But, yep, Clangus is the best mascot in the league, and I will fight anyone who tells me different. He's very good friends with his sponsors. They look after him well. He looks after them well. They love visiting him. Who are his sponsors? And you'd be surprised how hard it is to get a picture of Clangus standing still. It's not easy, I tell you. It's not easy at all. Scorch. I'm not having it. No. Scorch is great, and I agree with you, Michael. Scorch is great, but Clangus is another level. Long forgotten pause. Hey, look, we all miss Cap's pause. But even then, Cap's pause had nothing on Clangus. Clangus is elite. Clangus is better than half the players in this league. Brings much more entertainment. Right, and we'll move into question number 6. We start with the Elite League questions. I've played for the Coventry Blaze, the Sheffield Steelers, and the Dundee Stars. Who am I? So within the Elite League, I've played for the Coventry Blaze, the Sheffield Steelers, and the Dundee Stars. Who am I? Climbing that ladder, some might say. Climbing that ladder. Spelling matters. Spelling does not matter, Lewis. I can't tell you that spelling matters because it's not fair. Spelling does not matter apart from the anagrams round. Then the spellings are either important. I'm looking really white today, aren't I? Like the light's looking dead at me. Let's just move it up a little bit. There we go. Make me look a bit less bleached out. So yeah, I've played for the Coventry Blaze, the Sheffield Steelers and the Dundee Stars. Who am I? I really want to make a comment on the answer. No, Scott, you're not allowed, and I know why you want to make a comment. Don't do it, you'll give the answer away. Question number 7. Danny Stewart played in the 2010-2011 season for which former Elite League club? Danny Stewart played in the 2010-2011 season for which former Elite League club? Matt's wrong. Hey, look, don't blame me, I just stole it off Elite Prospects. If Matt's wrong, Matt's wrong. Like, I didn't make that. I didn't make that graphic. Jeez. Be emailing Elite Prospects on that. 24 people. Hey, I'm throwing it out there. I've definitely got new people because we only average like 14, 15. I've definitely got new people in here. Thank you for coming along. As you can see, obviously, I used the Crosscheck platform to kind of boost it a little bit, so I've branded everything Crosscheck. So thank you to Pete for allowing me to do that for the platform. Thank you for everyone that's come along. I hope that I can entertain you a little bit. Sorry if there's any spelling mistakes, and sorry if there's a little bit of swearing. That's just kind of me. But yeah, thank you for coming along. 25 now, we've gone up again. Thank you everyone for coming along. Big up Danny. Hey, I'm with you there, Michael. This man is a genius. Absolute genius. He's like, I joked when he first came to Coventry, but everyone mentioned this 3-year plan thing, and to be fair to the guy, Coventry looked really hot going into the playoffs this year, so, you know. But which team did he play for in the 2010-2011 season? He's a biter. Right, question number 8. Who finished the EIHL season this year with the most PIMs? Who had the most penalty minutes this year in the Elite League? Who? Which player? Here tonight because Lewis plugged you and the beard convinced me. Hey, Lewis is a good looking guy, so fair play. Thank you for being so beautiful, Lewis, and convincing Scott to turn up. So that's one more time. Who finished the Elite League season this year with the most PIMs? Who? Question number 9. The Glasgow Clan had Chad Rao on their season, but which league did Rao play in the season before? So the Glasgow Clan had Chad Rao on their roster this season. Which league in the season before? Obey the beard is my slogan. Fair. The Glasgow Clan had Chad Rao on their roster this season. Which league did Rao play in the season before? He came in, everyone thought he was going to be the next best thing. To be fair to Rao, he had a good season. Started off okay, got a bit quiet, and then came good in. I think he was a good signing for Clan. I think he was a very good influence in their room. So, fair play to the Clan. Have I got any Clan fans in? Can you tell me a little bit more? I only really saw Rao play a couple of times. Can you tell me a little bit more if there's anyone in here? If not, cool. Question number 10. This is specifically for you, G, and for you, Scott, because I know both of you support these teams. The Coventry Blaze prevented the Cardiff Devils from lifting the Elite League trophy last season on the last game of the regular season. But what was the final score? I'm really sorry to any Cardiff fans that are here. I'm really sorry. The Coventry Blaze prevented the Cardiff Devils from lifting the Elite League trophy last season on the last game of the regular season. What was the final score? No comment. I heard that the game never existed, G. I heard it never existed. Flew home for the game. Ouch. Ben Lake, the Devil's killer. The Coventry Blaze prevented the Cardiff Devils from lifting the Elite League trophy last season on last game of the regular season. What was the final score? So, we'll move on. Next is going to be 5 sets of NHL style questions. Who was the number 1 pick in the 2015 NHL draft? Question number 11. Who was the number 1 pick in the 2015 NHL draft? Then you flew back at 7 straight to work. Oh gee, you had a bad weekend, eh? Damn, not enough beer in the world can fix that one. Yikes, man. So who was the number 1 pick in the 2015 NHL draft? Question number 12. Erik Karlsson spent 9 NHL seasons with the Ottawa Senators. In 2018, he made the surprise move to which other NHL team? So Karlsson was part of a move. Where did he go? Where does Erik Karlsson now play? Erik Karlsson spent 9 NHL seasons with the Ottawa Senators. In 2018, he made the surprise move to which other... If Wes doesn't get that one, he should be ashamed of himself. Yeah, that's true, Gareth. Erik Karlsson spent 9 NHL seasons with the Ottawa Senators. 2018, he moved. Where did he go? Where did Erik Karlsson go? Are you a Sens fan as well, G? I didn't know that. I am actually really sorry. In fact, no, I'm not sorry about that one. I'm a Leafs fan, so I'm not sorry, but I do feel for you. I can't believe the Sens actually let him go. What a guy. Honestly, I think, I'm completely the hairiest deep pairing ever. He did, actually, that's true. Question 13. Alex Ovechkin has a very distinctive aesthetic choice in part of his equipment, but what is it? Alex Ovechkin has a very distinctive aesthetic choice in part of his equipment, but what is it? Now, there's 2 possible answers to this. However, I'm only going to be accepting the one I've got written down. The other answer isn't true anymore. He was known for it, but it's not true anymore. But I'm not going to tell you what that is in case you write that one down. And I'm not going to be that guy. I had 3 sets of jerseys, now I miss Chris Neil. What a guy Chris Neil was though, eh? Alex Ovechkin has a very distinctive aesthetic choice in part of his equipment. But what is it? What makes Alex Ovechkin stand out on the ice in regards to his equipment? Question number 14. Which of these NHL players didn't record a 50-plus goal season in their rookie year? A. Joe Nieuwendyk, B. Teemu Selanne, C. Mike Bossy, I don't actually know how you pronounce that, or D. Mario Lemieux. Which of these NHL players didn't record a 50-plus goal season in their rookie year? A. Joe Nieuwendyk, B. Teemu Selanne, C. Mike Bossy / Bossy, however you want to pronounce that, D. Mario Lemieux. I don't quite know why I picked the Chicago Blackhawks celebration picture there, but I thought obviously if I put the picture of the answer, obviously it gives away the answer, right? So I just picked any goal celebration, I guess. I did look for the Matthews and Patrick Kane given the whole year thing, but alas, it didn't fit in the square that I wanted. And to be completely honest, I'm not sitting and photoshopping a ton of pictures for this. It's not that deep. So which of these NHL players didn't record a 5th season in their rookie year? Joe Nieuwendyk, Teemu Selanne, Mike Bossy / Bossy, Mario Lemieux. Because we are elite. Then question number 15. Which former player has played the most games in the NHL? Which former player has played the most games in the NHL? Bonus point if you can tell me how many. Number written down. And again, quick disclaimer. If any of these answers are wrong, I apologise. I did not make them myself. I steal all of these questions from the internet. No, that's not true. I do think of the questions myself, but I just pick up. I don't research very, very hard. I'll do if it's important, but something like this is pretty easy to find, right? So you can tell me, which former player has played the most games in the NHL? And we'll move into question number 16. Moving into round number 4. Stats, facts, that kind of thing. Wayne Gretzky currently holds the record for the most points scored in a single NHL season. How many points is that record? A, 213, B, 214, C, 215, or D, 216? So, question number 16. Wayne Gretzky holds the record for the most points scored in a single NHL season. How many points is that record? 213, 214, 215, or 216? We've dropped some people. People don't want to stay for the entire quiz. That's fair enough. So Wayne Gretzky holds the current record for the most points in an NHL season. He's probably going to hold this record forever, right? No one's going to score that many points in a season again, right? Unless anyone can point me in the direction of a player that will. Lewis, do not tell me Tom Wilson. Question number 17. Who holds the record for the hardest shot in the NHL with a ridiculous 108.8 miles per hour shot? Pither would have scored more. I'm sure Sean will agree with you there. But yeah, question number 17. Who holds the record for the hardest shot in the NHL with a ridiculous 108.8 miles per hour shot? Sam Herwood, give over. Question number 18. Mike Sillinger holds a record, but what record does he hold? Mike Sillinger holds an NHL record. What record does he hold? Also, that old school Bolts jersey, incredible. Like linking it up with the old school CCM gloves, that's a classic photo. And if kit looked like that still, God, the game would be great. So that's question number 18. Mike Sillinger holds an NHL record. What record does he hold? Question number 19. In what year did the Maple Leafs last win the Stanley Cup? In what year did the Maple Leafs last win the Stanley Cup? Now, see, G, I told you, look, I'm a Leafs fan. I gave you some pain with Ottawa. Now it's my turn. Taking his skate off and trying to stab someone with it. Hey, that'd be cracking, Wes. Retro All-Star shirts for next year. Gee, I swear to God, Retro All-Star shirts would be great. The black jersey that Bolts released this year were fine. Yeah, I agree, Leslie. I agree, actually. The black jersey the Bolts did have were really nice this year. 100 BC. Ah, Scott, right? Fuck you, man. Before any of us were born. Ooh, that's a good one, Gareth. Ooh, maybe. John learnt that just for this quiz. He knew it would come up. Alright, John. Right. Predictable. In what year did the Maple Leaf last win the Stanley Cup? And then question number 20. Who was the first player to be jailed for an on-ice incident? Marty McSorley, B. Todd Bertuzzi, C. Frank Beaton, or D. Dino... Oh no, it's struck again. That's a spelling error. It's Cirelli, not Cesarelli. Bollocks! I thought I was doing well. Hey, we're 20 questions in. We're up first spelling mistake. I'll take that, you know. I'll take that. I reminded of this frequently by one of my friends who's a Habs fan. Of course you are, Leanne, of course. Who was the first player to be jailed for an on-ice incident? Marty McSorley, Todd Bertuzzi, Frank Beaton, or Dino Ciccarelli? Bollocks! Not Cesarelli, Ciccarelli. 20 questions in for the first spelling error though. I think we'll all be happy with that. I'm doing better, guys. I'm doing better for you regulars that know. I'm doing better. Danny Deviate. Exactly, Casey. Exactly. Danny Deviate. Maybe Dave Grohl. Okay, so the uniform / logos. Question 21. The Chicago Blackhawks wore these, in my opinion, beautiful jerseys in a Winter Classic game. But what year was it? Lily and Stitch. Exactly, Lewis, right? Exactly. The Chicago Blackhawks wore these beautiful jerseys in the Winter Classic game, but what year did they wear them? I ask this because the Chicago Blackhawks are lucky and have had multiple Winter Classic games / Stadium Series games. So, tell me, what year did this specific jersey get worn? What a jersey, look at it. Beautiful. So the Chicago Blackhawks wore these beautiful jerseys in a Winter Classic game. What year did they wear them? Number 22. These jerseys are widely known as some of the worst to grace the NHL. For whatever reason, I quite like them. Which team wore them? So these jerseys are widely known as some of the worst to grace the NHL. Which team wore them? Haha! Talking about the jersey before the quiz. Fair, fair. Is that, doesn't Casey currently have the St. Patrick's Day warm-up Chicago jersey on? Is that, I'm sure I've seen that, right? But yeah, these jerseys are the worst to grace the NHL. Which team wore them? Guildford Flames. That is a Guildford Flames jersey. In fact, it is. They've just changed the logo. But whose logo is that, I guess? I love this jersey. I'm with you, Lewis, man. I love this jersey. I think this jersey is great, but for whatever reason, amongst NHL folk, when you talk about like jerseys and stuff, this is widely known as one of the worst. I fully disagree, but you know, anything with the Boston logo on is infinitely worse. So, question 23. This logo belongs to a Finnish elite league team who often compete in the Champions Hockey League, but what is their name? Preds cartoony jersey, exactly, Lewis. The Preds cartoony jersey is grim. Kansas wore worse. It's true. There's tons of worse jerseys. Anyway, this logo belongs to a league team who often compete in the Champions Hockey League. What is their name? Boston Bruins bashing. That's what I'm talking about. Damn right, Carl. Fuck Boston. I'm only salty because we were up 4-1 in Game 7 with less than 3 minutes to go and lost 5-4. This logo belongs to a Finnish Elite League team, but which one? Question number 24. The Calgary Flames adopted this alternate logo to use on their jerseys a while back. Whilst it is an unofficial name, what did the horse get named? That's a weird way of wording it. Whilst unofficial, what did this horse get unofficially named? Grammar Police? I'm definitely wrong, right? The Calgary Flames adopted this alternate logo to use on their jerseys a while back. Whilst unofficial, what did this horse get unofficially named? What is this horse's name? It does have a name amongst fans. It does. Had a strong start. It's all gone Pete Tong. It has, Scott, right? But this is part of the Brian Gleeson quiz experience, okay? The regulars in here will tell you. It becomes a shit show by about question 30, so... All part of the entertainment. All part of the entertainment. Rapidash. Hey, kinda. I see where you're going with that. And then we'll give you a couple more seconds to tell me the name of this horse. Question number 25. This Carolina Hurricanes jersey contains an alternate logo. This logo contains a flag, but what does this flag represent? So this flag that is on the front of the Hurricanes jerseys represents something, but what? What does it represent? I quite like this flag. This logo. You don't like it? Oh, wait, honking. Scottish slang. It's honking. Honking's bad, right? I quite like this one. I quite like this one personally. I don't know the beef. I quite like it. The red and the black, class. And we move into questions. So the next section is going to be the arenas. Bunch of jerks. Damn right they're a bunch of jerks. Been watching Bar Down recently. Damn it, I've been caught. Damn it. Yeah, to be fair, I did fully stole this question from Bar Down. I watch a lot of Bar Down. So yeah, there's a couple of questions in here that I stole from them. This being one of them. Anyway, question number 26, the arenas. In Air Canada Centre renamed, but what is the new name for the home of the Toronto Maple Leafs? In 2019, the Air Canada Centre renamed. What is the new name for the home of the Toronto Maple Leafs? Honking is bad. Okay, I disagree with that. I think the Canes jersey was quite nice, to be honest, but you know, each to their own and that. Each to their own. I can't believe Casey just called me out for watching Bar Down. Fuck, been caught. Damn it. That we've got one good line arena. Right, Lewis, get yourself fuck, right? That one good line is actually 3 good lines and a 4th line of dusters. So go fuck yourself. It's the D that sucks, right? The forward, we're fine. The D is the part that sucks. I'm not happy with you. Not happy with you at all. How can a guy like Tom Wilson come at me? Nah. I'm not having it. You just miss saying let's go. Hey, Jesse's a good character. You alright? I'm not going to scream let's go though. No. No, to be fair, the backup Tendy was bad at the start of the season, but towards the back end of the season, we were okay. We got Jacob to do his best Jesse impression. Yes. Right, question number 27. In the 2013-14 season, the Milton Keynes Lightning shared a rink to play their home games in. But what UK rink did they share? So they weren't able to play in their current place. I don't remember what their arena's called. But anyway, in 2013-14, they shared a rink somewhere. Where did they share? Oh, the Calgary jersey's honking. Oh, I'm with you on that, Liam. Fully. The horse logo just doesn't... It's not nice, I don't think. It doesn't fit the jersey. But, you know, they wanted a horse for some reason, and fire, so that's what they got. Logan Riley's still buying hot dogs from being turned upside down by McDavid. How's this guy still got... Bro, Lewis, right? No. I bet you're still wearing. I bet underneath that Steelers jersey you've got the Tom Wilson hoodie on, right? Bet you have. Bet you fucking have. Hutchie made a bit of a scapegoat. Hutchie was made a scapegoat in the Toronto. I agree massively, but Soupy is better. Anyway, tell me where the Milton Keynes Lightning shared a rink in the UK in that season. Next up, question number 28. The Sheffield Steelers used this specific rink to train. Previous seasons used it to play some midweek games. What is this rink called? Am I that predictable? Damn right you are. You have, haven't you? You've got that hoodie underneath your jersey, haven't you? I know you have. Did the MK fans do a conga around that rink? I don't know, did they? Maybe they did. The Sheffield Steelers use this ice rink to train and in previous seasons used it to play midweek games. What is this rink called? I think this is unfair actually for a few people. Some people might have absolutely no clue what this rink is called, what it looks like or anything. There's other people that are in here that are literally Sheffield fans, so I do apologise for that being a bit unfair. Oh my god, I know an answer. Have you been, Sean? Have you been to this rink? Right? That time when Steelers got pasted 8, whatever it was, here. Awful thing, that conga. Is it the name of the pad or the building? Just the build doesn't matter. I just mean the building. Can't win a playoff game there, Arena. Yeah, that's true. Can't win a playoff game there, Arena. It's the rink Benno knocked himself out on. That's also true. Just the building name. Where's just the building name? The arena name. Just because I think that's a little bit too far, a little bit too unfair for a few people. So just the building name will do. To watch Sutton Sting get beat so badly by dogs. Hey, mom the dogs. All dogs. Stinky dogs. Yes, yes, yes. In fact, Sean, that's a jersey I could have worn. I could have worn the dogs jersey instead of the Steelers one today. The rink I knocked you out on Dutton. Right, question number 29. Sorry, Corona. Fred Pellini, father of Brett and Brendan, has his number retired in a UK hockey rink. Rink is this at? What rink would this be at? Fred Pellini, father of Brett and Brendan, has his number retired in a UK hockey rink. Rink would this be at? Legendary hockey family. Special shows. The Pellini family have some great hockey players. I'm sure some people will disagree in the chat. Sean will agree with me though. But Fred Pellini, father of Brett and Brendan, has his number retired in a UK hockey rink. What rink is this? No comment on 28's rink. Oh, you're. I've just realised why you put no comment, G. Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to comment unless I take all my cross-check stuff off. Anyway, question number 30. The New York Islanders currently play in the Barclays Center. They moved out in 2015. Where did they move out of? The New York Islanders currently play in the Barclays Center. They moved out in 2015. Where did they move out of? That's not Cardiff head talking. Damn right it's not the Cardiff head talking. The New York Islanders currently play in the Barclays Center. But where did they play before? Where? The next round is going to be the anagrams round. So for those of you that like spelling every week, I thought I would capitalise on that and purposely spell everything wrong. So, anagrams. Question number 31. Amory joint. This is I made it a little bit easier. I put the league underneath just to make it easier for people. Amory joint. 31. Anagram. Amory joint. Number 32. This is an NHL player. Balthazar Mew. Balthazar Mew. Shut up, Gareth. Balthazar Mew, NHL player. Question number 33. In fact, no, I'll give you a couple more seconds. This one's a bit of a pain. Why break a habit of a lifetime? Exactly, Leanne, right? If I spell them all wrong on purpose, then people can't laugh at me. You know? That's how it is. Question number 33. EIHL again. Drub Johan. Drub Johan. Number 33, anagram, Drub Johan. Drub Johan. I've definitely run over time looking at my stopwatch. I do apologise, guys, but it is what it is. Number 34. In the KHL this time. Keypad Vaults. Keypad Vaults. This one's pretty easy, I think. But again, I've got it written down in front of me, so of course I do. KHL 34. Keypad Vaults. Keypad Vaults. Yes, that is Dan. That's a cracking, to be fair. And then question number 35. I knew you'd like that, Wes. Question number 35 is another Elite League player. Beach Chasers. Beach Chasers. Beach Chasers. Question 35. Elite League player. Beach Chasers. Before I skip ahead and crack on with the final round, does anyone need me to repeat 31, 32, 33, 34 or 35? Does anyone need me to re-go through those, any of those anagrams? Any of them? If not, we'll move on, but I will bring it back on screen if anyone needs me to. I did kind of skip through that as kind of quick. My brain's not working. Got 35 faster than any of the anagrams. Please go through them. Yeah, I'll go through that entire round again. No problem. No problem at all. So, 31, Elite League. Amory Joint. Amory Joint. So that's number 31. Amory Joint. I'll tell you what you could do, folks, whilst I'm going to go through this round again. If you write down the anagram, this Amory Joint, and then in the break, I do have a little break in a few seconds, well, in a few minutes after the last round, then you could revisit them yourself, I guess. So, Amory Joint, 32. An NHL player, Balthazar Mew. Balthazar Mew. Three. Drub Johan, Elite League player, Drub Johan. (34) KHL, Keypad Vaults. Keypad Vaults. 35 is going to be an EIHL player. 35, Beach Chasers. Beach Chasers. And then we'll move into the general knowledge quiz. Last round. I hope you've all written those down. Last round, number 36. Nice and easy for anyone who's a hockey fan in this one. How many penalty minutes do you usually get for fighting? How many penalty minutes do you usually get for fighting? How many penalty minutes do you get for fighting? Depends. Oh, don't be that guy, G. Alright, we'll be... I did put the word usually. Usually. Don't be that guy. Oh, look, Gareth's doing it as well. Double AHF ruling or NHL. 60 if you're Pelech. Look, generally, what's the number? We all know what I mean. Don't be those guys. Question number 37. I'm skipping straight over this one. It's question number 37. What is the standard length of a hockey rink? So what is the standard of a hockey rink? I know many hockey rinks differ from this, and I know there's a few different ones around the Elite League as well, but there is a standard length to a hockey rink. What is that standard length? What is the standard length of a hockey rink? I'm waiting for someone else to pipe up in the chat now and tell me, well, they're all different sizes. Question number 38. David Rutherford played for which Elite League teams? He played for 2 of them. Which were they? I read that really strange. Played for 2 Elite League teams. Which 2 teams were they? David Rutherford. What a polarising figure this man is. He played for 2 Elite League teams. Which 2 teams were they? 6 foot and a hot dog in Manchester. Number 38, David Rutherford played for 2 Elite League teams. Which 2 teams were they? And then we'll move on to question number 39. How many Elite League seasons has Matthew Myers played in? How many Elite League seasons has Matthew Myers played in? This number blows my mind. Matt Myers, as much as people might like to hate him on certain teams and dislike him or whatever, I think is one of the best British players to ever exist. Within his role, of course, obviously you've got goal scorers and everyone has a different role, so it's hard to debate. But I think Matt Myers is one of the best British players to ever exist. Mr. Dependable, I think. Mr. Dependable. You can always trust him for those kind of high-risk situations. If you need a face-off won in a really important time of the game, chuck Matthew Myers out there. He'll kill it. So, fair play. Fair play to the guy. But how many Elite League seasons has Matthew Myers played in? And of course, for those of you that have been in these quizzes before, you know what I'm going to end the quiz on. For those who like to end the quiz on the same question every single time, different answers of course, but there's a specific theme to the last question, and it's always who is older, sorry. So this year, I'm struggling today, guys. This week's question, who's older, Zdeno Chara or Joe Thornton? Zdeno Chara or Joe Thornton? Who is older? Matt Myers' beard and long hair was a good look. Hey, I remember Matt Myers. I don't know how many people do know this, but I was a Sheffield fan. I still kind of am, I guess. But I was a Steeler for many, many years, and I used to sit behind the away bench. And when Matt Myers had his long hair and stuff, it was really like, I didn't know much about hockey really early on. And I was just like, why do all these guys have long hair, especially that one guy, and I meant Matt Myers? And it's just flow, innit? It's just hockey flow. It's what they do. So, yeah, I agree. It was a look. It was a good look. I prefer him with the long hair, personally. Okay, who is older, Zdeno Chara or Joe Thornton? So we'll go for a break, folks. We've got... it's currently 9:30, so I'll give it until around 25 to 10, so a 5-minute break. Go quickly, run to the toilet, grab a drink, do what you need to do, and then we'll come back answers. So that was question number 40. Who's older, Zdeno Chara or Joe Thornton? We'll see you in 5 minutes. So just as we started, I'm just going to double check you can all hear me before we crack on with the answers. All hear me, then happy days. We'll soon find out when people start typing. Okay, I think you can hear me good. So, jump back in. Everyone can hear me? Good, good, good. Everyone can hear me. Get in, I like it. Everything's going okay for now, touch wood. Cool. Back to the quiz screen, there we are. So, I hope you all had a quick break. I got new beer, happy days. So, question number 1, I asked you, which famous hockey star is this? Of course, there could only be one person to start this quiz. Sidney, of course, number 1, Sidney Crosby. Number 2, I asked you, this suit worn at the 2015 NHL Awards was incredibly bright. Who wore this? There's only one guy in the entire NHL that would wear a ridiculous bright suit. Of course, it's PK Subban. PK Subban. Question number 3, I asked you, a player on the Washington has become well known for doing this celebration after scoring, but who is it? Question number 3, the answer is Evgeny Kuznetsov. Evgeny Kuznetsov. Question number 4, I said, this is Nikolai Lemchikov. He played for the Sheffield Steelers this year. What number did he wear? Of course, he wore number 53. No, he didn't. He wore 52. Nikolai Lemchikov wore number 52. The Cocaine King is the Cocaine King. Question number 4, the answer is 52. Question number 5, Clangus is the best mascot in the league. He's very good friends with his sponsors. Who are they? Of course, they are Crosscheck Clothing. I have to give you all one for free, right? Clangus' sponsor, Crosscheck Clothing. We then moved into the Elite League round. I've played for the Coventry Blaze, the Sheffield Steelers and the Dundee Stars. Who am I? Of course, I am Matt Marquardt. Marquardt. How have you pronounced that surname? Matt Marquardt. That guy. You all know who I mean. What was wrong with the map? I'm just looking. Oh, that map is kind of wrong. Fair play, fair play. Next question, question number 7. I asked you, Danny Stewart played in the 2010-2011 season for which former Elite League club? Of course, he played for the Newcastle Vipers that year. The Newcastle Vipers. EIHL season this year with the most PIMs? Of course, it was Matt Pelech, or Pelech, however you want to pronounce that again. For a little bit of a better for you, I'm not going to give you an extra point, but if you want to know, he finished the season with 123 PIMs. 103 PIMs. Next up, question number 9. The Glasgow Clan had Chad Rao on their roster this season. Which league did Rao play in before? He played in the KHL. The KHL. League full of very good players. I'm surprised the Clan snatched him up, but you know, they managed it. So he played in the KHL last year. I said the Coventry Blaze prevented the Cardiff Devils from lifting the Elite League trophy last season on the last game of the regular season. What was the final? Of course, the final score was 3-1. That empty net goal sealed it for the Blaze. The final score was 3-1. To the Blaze, of course. Just in case you didn't know. I don't know if you remember that, G. The Blaze did win that one. It was 3-1. We then moved into the NHL questions. Question number 11. Who was the number 1 pick in the 2015 NHL draft? Of course, there was Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid. The number 1 pick in the 2015 NHL draft was Connor McDavid. Question number 12. Erik Karlsson spent 9 seasons in the 9 NHL seasons with the Ottawa Senators. In 28 prize moved to which other NHL team? Of course, he moved to the San Jose Sharks. The San Jose Sharks. Erased from Alex Ovechkin has a very distinctive aesthetic choice in part of his equipment. What is it? The answer I'm taking is yellow laces or yellow skate laces, anything of that variant. So yellow laces. The other one that I'm not going to, people might have written down, he used to have a tinted visor, but he doesn't wear that anymore to my knowledge because he got told off. So yellow laces is the answer. Which of these NHL players didn't record a 50-plus goal season in their rookie year? Joe Muslani, Mike Bossé, Mario Lemieux. The answer is D. Mario Lemieux. Super Mario didn't have a 50-plus goal season in his rookie year. And question number 15. Which former player has played the most games in the NHL? The answer, of course, is Gordie Howe. Gordie Howe. And if you want to know how many games, it's 1,767. Even though he had 100 points. He did have 100 points. Score 50 plus goals. The rest of them did. Yeah, the answer to question number 15 is Gordie Howe. Question number 16. Wayne Gretzky currently holds the record for the most points scored in a single NHL season. How many points was that? 213, 214, 215 or 216? The answer is C. 215 points. 215 points. Mr. Hockey indeed. Question number 17. Who holds the record for the hardest shot in the NHL with a ridiculous 1.8 miles per hour shot? It is indeed Zdeno Chara. Zdeno Chara. I think the only guy that came close was Shea Weber, right? And that was a great like standoff between the two during like their all-star games when they played in those games. And Shea Weber and Zdeno Chara, who's standing in front of their shots? Like, really? As a defenseman, how are you going to stand in front of that, you know? But anyway, yeah, the answer is Zdeno Chara. Question number 18, I asked, Mike Sillinger holds an NHL record. What record does he hold? And Mike Sillinger holds the record for playing for the most NHL teams. So he's played for the most, I don't know how to explain it properly, here we go. He's played for the most different NHL teams. He's signed for 9 different NHL teams, which is the most of any NHL player. That's the record he holds, the most NHL teams he's played for. Question number 19. In what year did the Maple Leafs last win the Stanley Cup? Chat, can you tell me? Someone in the chat tell me. Because I know you know the answer. What year did the Maple Leafs last win the Stanley Cup? I'm waiting for it because I don't like it. Someone tell me. Traded 9 times, played for 12. There we go, Lewis. There we go. 1967. There we all know it is. 1967 was the last year that the Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup. 1967. Who was the first player to be jailed for an on-ice incident? Marty McSorley, Todd Bertuzzi, Frank Beaton or Dino Ciccarelli? I didn't change the spelling. I meant to say Ciccarelli. The answer is D. Dino Ciccarelli. Dino Ciccarelli. Question number 21. The Chicago Blackhawks wore these beautiful Winter Classic jerseys in 2019. 2019 they wore these jerseys. So only last year. These jerseys are widely known as some of the worst to grace the NHL. Which NHL team wore them? Number 22, the answer is the Atlanta Thrashers. The Atlanta Thrashers. Number 23, this logo belongs to a Finnish Elite League team who often compete in the Champions Hockey League. What is their name? I've only put this in because I love their name and I think it's great when the guy who the draw says it out loud. It's Tampere Tampere. I'll type it in the chat just for you guys because it's a bit of a pain. Tampere Tampere. It's one of my favourite names to say and to hear out loud when they're doing the draw. The answer is Tampere Tampere. Question number 24. I asked you what the name of this horse was on the front of the Calgary Flames jerseys, unofficially of course. This horse was called Blasty. Blasty was what this horse was called. Cracking name. Granty's favourite CHL team. It's everyone's favourite CHL team. What was the answer to 21 we liked? Sorry, 21 is 2019, Sean. 2019. This Blasty. The Carolina Hurricanes jersey contains an alternate logo. This logo contains a flag. What does this flag represent? This flag is a hurricane warning flag. A hurricane warning flag. Colin. Do I get half a point for Theo Fleury? No. For which question? But I mean, the answer's no, but what question is that for, Leah? Oh dear. Number 26, I asked you what the new home of the Toronto Maple Leafs is called, and it's called the Scotiabank Arena. The Scotiabank Arena. In 2017, why did I say that? In 2013-14, the Milton Keynes Lightning shared a rink to play their home games in. What UK rink did they share? This is question number 27. They shared the Sky Dome. Question 24, the horse's name. No, you can't have that. His name's Blasty. The Sky Dome was what the Milton Keynes Lightning shared. Question number 28. The Sheffield Steelers use this ice rink to train, and in previous seasons have used it to play midweek games. What is this rink called? It's Ice Sheffield. Ice Sheffield. Question 29. Fred Pellini, father of Brett and Brendan, has his number retired in a UK hockey rink. What rink would that be? Well, that, of course, would be the Guildford Spectrum. The Guildford Spectrum. Fred Pellini, iconic Guildford player back in the day. And I don't know if anyone's seen, I think it's Brett's recently had some skates done with the Flames logo, because that's where he got taught, obviously, and stuff. I think it's awesome. Bauer Ice Arena for an extra point. No, I wouldn't take Bauer Ice Arena for an extra point. I'd take Bauer Arena, but it's not called the Bauer Ice Arena. So no, Mickey D. No. Question number 30. I asked, the New York Islanders play in the Barclays Center. 2015, they moved out of the Nassau Coliseum. The Nassau Coliseum they moved out of. Question number 31. So we're on to the anagrams. This is the one that we're causing a few people the most pain. I'm going to carry on doing anagrams for future quizzes that aren't hockey related. So we're going to leave these in. So question 31. Amory joint. I threw this in just for you, Gareth. Of course, this is Joey Martin. Joey Martin is Amory joint. Joey Martin. Number 32. The NHL player Balthazar Mew is Matthew Barzal. Matthew Barzal. Am I just allowed Nassau? Yeah, do you know what? I'll give you Nassau. Yes, I will. I'd be happy if I beat Dylan and Carl. Balthazar Mew is Matthew Barzal. Drub Johan, number 33, Drub Johan, is John Dunbar. John Dunbar. Carl didn't get Joey Martin. Oh no. Number 33, John Dunbar. Number 34, the KHL player, keypad vaults, is Pavel Datsyuk. Pavel Datsyuk. 34, Pavel Datsyuk. And number 35, I realised actually this was a really bad anagram to give you. I used an anagram creator to make these. The answer is Chase Shaber. So realistically, I gave you half the answer there with Beach Chasers, but the answer is 35, Chase Shaber. Chase Shaber is the answer. Question number 36. How many penalty minutes do you usually get for fighting? Of course, it's 5, a 5-minute major for fighting. 5 is the answer. Question number 37. What is the standard length of a hockey rink? And it's not 6 foot and a hot dog like in the Manchester Storm place. I forgot what it's called. Altrincham, that's it. It's 200 foot. 200 foot. I'm told. That might be fully wrong, but 200 foot is what I have written down. Question number 38. David Rutherford played for 2 EIHL teams. Which 2 teams were they? Of course, it was the Belfast Giants and the Edinburgh Capitals. The Belfast Giants and the Edinburgh Capitals is the answer for number 38. 100-foot player is what you're told to be. Yeah, there you go then. That's right then, there we are. Question number 39. I asked how many Elite Leagues Matthew Myers played in. Matthew Myers has played in 16 different Elite League seasons. 16. Absolutely ridiculous. This guy's tenure has been in the Elite League, so I can't fault him. He's doing something right, eh? And then question number 40, the last question. Who is older, Zdeno Chara or Joe Thornton? The answer is Zdeno Chara. Zdeno Chara is 43 years old and Joe Thornton is only 40 years old, no matter what that beard on his face says. Although, it's gone viral, well kind of viral, hockey viral. He's now shaved, he's clean shaven, is Joe Thornton. But anyway, the answer is Zdeno Chara. So that's all 40 wrapped up. Oh, you were close then, Mickey, eh? Oh, so that's all 40 wrapped up.